Hello and welcome to this channel about jobs. I hope you all are doing well. Today I'm going to sharing about the requirements from Australia. It's the latest jobs, latest openings from Australia. So I hope this information will be helpful for your career. So please keep watching this video up to end. In this video, I will share with you what is the positions or what is the jobs and what is the requirements to apply for these jobs and how to apply. Everything details I will share with you, and please might suggest this all information I already provided in the descriptions. Go to descriptions and collect this all informations and read it carefully. If these jobs and this experience and these qualifications is matching with your careers, you can apply as soon as possible. So today I'm going to sharing about the requirements. It's related to truck mechanic. You can see here truck and mechanic with sound electrical knowledge required in Australia. So let's focus what is the informations. Australian bus and trucks care based in Dandenong South in seeking an experienced and reliable truck mechanic with good electrical skills. To be successful applying for these roles, you must possess the following: good verbal and written communication skills, we component with the general tools and equipments, have a previous experience, be self-motivated, willing to learn and flexible, have a keen eye for detail and take pride in your work, be be proactive in maintaining high safety standards. So if you have experience, you have the knowledge as a truck mechanic, you can apply for these jobs. So there are mentions some another regarding additional informations. Furthermore, you understand and are competent with using power tools including cordless, air and electric for removing and repairing components, minimizing the use of hand tools, following basic instructions, either verbal or documented procedures. You will be able to install new components including lights, air conditioners, and radiators. As I already told you before, this job is related to truck mechanic and also with they require with sound electrical knowledge. So it's depending upon your qualifications and it's depending upon your experience. So obviously it's a abroad job and it needs international experience. So be prepared, and if you have the experience to work as a truck mechanic, be prepared to apply for these jobs. You can see here they also mentions you must be able to fit basics electrical components such as work lights with brackets or trucks and join wires if required. There is no need to be qualified electrician, but you should understand basics electric such as positive, negative, and earth connections. You need to able to draw electrical wiring or airlining neatly along the chassis or cabin and avoid running wires and lines over sharp edges. So it's related to mechanical jobs with additional electrical knowledge. So don't be worried, don't be confused. If you have competent and you have the knowledge and you have the experience related to the truck mechanical and electrical jobs, you can apply for these jobs. Don't worry. You should also share our company values, which are teamwork, responsibilities, and respectful communications. If you are available to commence work and have all relevant skills and attributes they mention here, please focus these lines. They are asking if you have the capacity, you have the confidence, and you have the knowledge to work as a truck mechanic with electrical knowledge, then you can apply by sending your CV to the given email ID. This is the official email ID from Australia. You have to send your CV or your biodata with certificates, with experience, everything documents you have, you can send to this email ID. So they already mentioned if you are in Australia right now, you can directly contact. They already mentioned the office address. So don't be confused and don't be neglect. So and don't be worry that this information is correct, true or false. Don't need to be verified. I already verified and I already collect the information as a genuine informations. So don't be worried, you can apply directly. My suggest go to the descriptions and collect these informations and read it carefully. And if you have experience, if you have qualifications and you have confidence to work as a truck mechanic with electrical knowledge, then you can apply. You can send your CV to this email ID and with all certificates. And also you have, if you are in Australia, or you can directly contact to the office by this address. So my suggest, first of all, you have to read it carefully what the requirements from employer. If you have the capacity, you have the experience, and you have the qualification, then you can apply for these jobs. The process is, once you have to send your documents like CV and certificates, then they will be satellite your CV to take an interview by video calling or by telephonic. Then if you are selected in the interview, then they will guide you by the visa process. Normally, as usual, they will provide the sponsor letter if you will select it in the interview. Then according to that sponsor letter, you can go to the embassy, and with all documents like original passports, photo, and all certificates and all formalities, and with all forms from embassy, you have to fill up and you have to pay the embassy fee, and you can make visa and you can move to Australia with the jobs. This is genuine process. So let's focus on the next. What is the next jobs in Australia? This is number two jobs. Full-time restaurant manager need a Birmingham Garden, Australia. This is a place in Australia, and this is a restaurant, big restaurant, and this job is a restaurant manager. So if your qualifications to work as a restaurant manager or you have experience as a restaurant manager, you can apply for these jobs. We are currently looking for an enthusiastic restaurant manager to join our Rose Garden restaurants. That this restaurant has become very famous for the Indian restaurant forever, a period of time. Also, the restaurant is located at Sengate at the Mangan Gardens. Job tasks and responsibilities. They mentions what is the responsibilities for these jobs to work as a restaurant managers. Sensational new venue, great salary and conditions, established and reputable company. To be successful, you will find high-end dining management experience coordinating intimate high-end functions. So if you interested to work as a restaurant manager, you have to focus what's the requirement from the employee. Next step, personality, ability to build long-standing relationships with clients, able to work well under pressures, a star at managing a great team culture, self-motivated and excellent organizational skills, excellent presentations and communication skills, confident and strong personality, good business acumen. The role includes vision and drive to improve and build business, management of all staff, including recruiting, training, restoring, and performance management, overall management of entire FOH and BOH operational facts of the business, adherence to and auditing of OH and S and food hygiene procedures. So as a restaurant manager, you have to manage all over the restaurants. So they mentions point by point what will be responsibilities or what should have you capacity to manage a restaurant, the financial management and planning capabilities to deliver results and achieve set KPIs, recruiting, manage and developing your team infrastructures, staff training and coaching, customer servicing and complement resolutions, assisting the owners with achieving operational and financial budgets. To be successful in these leadership positions, the applicants need to fill the above criteria. Please don't be hesitant to contact me. So they also mention the HR direct contact numbers. It's the Australian numbers. You have to, if you want to call, you can directly call them by the Australian country codes, or you can send your documents to this email ID. I already told you what is the process. If you are interested to work as a restaurant manager and you have the full of capacity, full of the experience and qualifications to work as a restaurant managers, you can apply by sending your CV and documents to this email ID. Once they getting your CV, they will shortlist some employees, they will shortlist some candidates to take the interview. If your CV will be shortlisted, they will contact you by email or by direct contact number, which contact number you mentioned in your CV. Then they will fix a appointment date to take an interview. If you want success in interview, then they will guide you and they will provide you sponsor letter through which you can make the work visa and you can move to Australia to as a restaurant manager with jobs. So this is the genuine process. So if you're interested to work as a restaurant manager, you can send your CV to these documents or you can directly contact them. Then focus on the last positions. What is the positions? This is a very unskilled labor jobs. Wait staff Italian restaurant in Australia. This is the Italian restaurants in Australia and they need wait staffs like waiters. So experienced wait staffs for Italian restaurants. Shift evening and week shifts. You have the experience as a waiters or as a wait staffs in a restaurant. Before you should have working as a waiters in many restaurants or any restaurants, and you should have prepared to work in evening and weekend shifts. Let's focus on the duties. What will be your duties? sets table and maintains workstations in proper order, ensure that the meal needs are meet best and requested and diet restrictions, ensure that orders and accurate complete when hurt, takes orders, provided service and requested items both graciously and courteously, answer patients' questions about menu items, and clears dishes from table during and after the meal services, completes a set of for next day's meal service including dressing, silverware, napkins and condiments, monitors for the help needed in the other areas, follows proper food handling and sanitization procedures, washing hands frequently between handling swell and clean dishes. Qualifications. This is the qualifications. So they focus in the experience. If you have the experience in restaurant as a waiter or wait staffs, you can apply for these jobs. So apply process is very simple. I already told you again and again. You have to send your CV if you are interested to work as a waiter in Australia in the Italian restaurants. Then you can apply by sending your CV to this email ID. Once you send your CV, they will settle for interview, then they will contact you for interview. Then if you want to get success, then they will provide the sponsor letter. Through the sponsor letter you have to make the work visa and you can move to Australia with the jobs. This is the very genuine and truthful process. So as I already told you in my previous videos, never depend upon any agents, never depend upon any officers. You can apply directly and you can apply by yourselves and you can get by yourself and you can move to any country with jobs by yourselves. Don't need to depend upon any office or any clients or any agents. So this is the genuine process. First you have to contact the company, first you have to send your documents, then they will take the interview. Once you selected, they will provide the sponsor letter or job offer letter. Then through the job offer letter you have to make your work visa in your nearest embassy, and then you have to pay your embassy fees and you can get visa and you can book flight, then you can move to Australia with your jobs. This is the genuine process. I'm telling you again and again. So today in this informations, in these three positions: truck mechanic, then restaurant manager, then wait staff. So if you want to apply, you have to send your documents by the given email ID for all positions. So don't be worried, don't be confused. This all information is in front of you. Don't be confused and don't be confused comments like how to apply, how to do this, how to get these jobs. Before so many comments, confusing comments I'm getting in my previous videos. So I don't want you are confusing. So I'm telling you again and again, this all information is in front of you. Please read it carefully, then you can apply easily. So go to the descriptions, all information is there, read it carefully. And finally, I would like to say you many thanks for your valuable time for watching this video up to end. And in the next video, I will share with you a latest requirements and new openings from another country. So stay with me. God bless you. Bye bye.